There's a weird mistake, I think. It's a very fundamental mistake that parents and citizens and people as a whole make, which is we have a weird kind of arrogance about how our society runs. Children, you see, must adapt to our society because, don't you know, our society is just so healthy and just so great that if there's any deviation between the child's natural impulses and the society that the child lives in, well, clearly, you've got to take the grinder of society and sand down the child to match that. And that's a weird kind of arrogance. Now, this occurs within religion, this occurs within nationalism, this occurs within culture as a whole, like Greece is best, or Turkey is best, or America is best. We have this weird thing where if there's a conflict between the child's identity and the existing social belief system, we never question the social belief system. We never look towards the child and say, wow, you are coming from a very original, unpropagandized, untaught place. So maybe you have something really important to add to the conversation.
Well, it's like this, kid.
Children grow up in a culture and they're told that this is how society runs. We got a bunch of people at the top, they have all the guns in the world and they tell us what to do, but we praise them and we think that they're great. And we have a government that takes half of our property in order to protect us from people who might take our property. This twisted, monstrous, hellacious, Sauron-infested edifice called culture. At the logical riddles we have infested this world with and the degree to which they wrap around and strangle the neck of humanity, we have the government who can grab us, kidnap us, throw in the back of a windowless van, throw us in jail because we're afraid of people who might use violence against us. And we believe in sky ghosts that nobody has ever seen, which is one of the 10,000 ghosts that the world believes in as a whole. But the other 9,999 are completely ridiculous, and we laugh at them, those funny Hindu goddesses with the 8 arms. We instead worship this hippie-looking guy who walks on water and comes back from the dead. That's totally sensible. All the other religions are really crazy, but this one is really, really sensible. Oh, and now you have to go to school. You're in a natural state of curiosity. You learned how to crawl, how to roll over, how to walk, how to talk, how to read, and how to do math and all of that. You did that just as part of your daily activity. You have a hunger for knowledge. You ask why all the time, and you really want to know what's going on. But now we have to harness that natural curiosity, joy, creativity, and exploration of the world, this hunger, this thirst, this drive to know, and we have to seal it up in a bunch of little rows in dusty desks with some ancient teacher up there squeaking away and yelling at you if you put a foot wrong. This is what we call a healthy society. Yeah, we've got huge amounts of the population in jail. I'm sorry about this. We have used you. We have used your flesh, blood, curiosity, brains, intelligence, and creativity as collateral to borrow from all the bankers in the world against you. So sorry, we have sold you into slavery before you were even born. We still have wars, we have drug addiction, promiscuity, we have a divorce rate of 50%, we have public sectors that are completely out of control. All of this is our society, but it's so healthy and so great and so wonderful. By God, if you deviate from this society, you are wrong, and you must conform to this society. People club the kids with culture. Emphasis on the first syllable of that. There is a cult in culture. That's an insane kind of arrogance. The beginning of wisdom is always humility. It is always a statement, I don't know. And anybody who can look at the society that we have, the recessions, inflation, housing crashes, unemployment of 22%, endless wars, anybody who can look at that society and say that this society has the right to force children to conform to that society because it is just so right and just and healthy is so sick that you can't even speak a language called health with that person. It will probably make their head explode.
If you have a criticism, if you have a question, if you have something that doesn't make sense to you in the world,
It's like this, kid. Like this, kid. Like this, kid. Like this, kid. It's like this, kid. Like this, kid. Like this, kid. Like this, kid. It's like this, kid.